For Chris Boudreau, wandering thoughts don't wander for long.
When I'm by myself and it's nighttime and the stars are out, I do a lot of thinking.
Of how things could have ended differently.
And the worst part is when I think about what Damian would have gone through in his last moments.
For a son lost in a foreign land.
Wish he would come home every day.
For a cause that took his life.
But I guess that can't happen.
This past winter, Boudreau received the news. Her 22-year-old son Damian had died, fighting as a jihadist in Syria. His story is just one of a growing tale of young Canadians seduced by radical Islam.
When Damian converted to Islam at age 17, his mother says it was good for the troubled teen. It gave him peace and a sense of purpose. But only 3 years later, everything had changed. He was attending a new mosque and a radical study group here in downtown Calgary, many of whose members would leave their families and also go overseas to fight.
Just last month, the media identified two Calgary brothers from the same apartment building as Damian, gone to Syria.
My name is Abu Muslim. I'm your brother in Islam here in Syria. I originally come from Canada.
Foreign terrorists use Canadians as propaganda tools. Death, an example of martyrdom.
There is an issue here, and the RCMP acknowledges that, and we have been working diligently with our partners and the Calgary Police Service, that's for sure.
Boudreau has gone as far as Europe to meet other mothers who have lost sons. She says the stories are all the same.
He was a smart kid. He was athletic. He was brilliant. Actually, when he left, he spoke French and English fluently.
Despite all Damian had going for him, he had his demons.
Depression, not really fitting in. Unfortunately, he attempted to take his own life.
Islam gave Damian peace, no drugs or drinking, stability. But a new mosque, new apartment, and new friends brought a new outlook on life.
He started becoming adamant about taking on more than one wife. He started having discussions with regards to world politics and what was going on in the world, what was happening in Syria and the Middle East, and that nobody was doing anything about it.
Youth group eventually trumped time with family. He became secretive.
I didn't meet any of the new friends. He kept it separate. If he got phone calls, he'd take them outside.
In November 2012, Damian told his parents he had gone to Egypt to study linguistics, until one phone call.
When I finally did confront him, once I found out from CSIS where he was, and I confronted him, he admitted it right away. I told him that I'd seen it on the country, like a country code on my phone, and he admitted, yeah, that's where he was. And then he told me that he was there to help women and children. They were being tortured. And he was adamant about staying there, and he said he didn't want to tell me because he didn't want to hurt me. I'd lost a son in 2001, and he knew it completely destroyed me, and he didn't want me to go through that again, so he didn't want me to worry.
So your son was still there?
Yeah, at that time.
Boudreau says she has nothing against Islam. It's the rare few who bend the minds of the vulnerable, regardless of religion, is who she wants other parents to watch for.
So it was poor guidance, brainwashing. That wasn't the right thing to believe. We were so close.
On the walls, there is only one picture of a grown Damian amongst his siblings.
I don't know how I got him to do that one. That was November 2011.
It's not because of choice.
If you had more pictures, would you put them up?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't want to forget him. He's still in my heart. And it breaks me every time. And I guess I just want to keep remembering him the way I knew him. There was so much about him to love.
It's the sons who make the headlines. It's the families who are left to grieve. I'm Joshua Skurnick, and this is a Sun News Special Report.